Hello and welcome. This is Ruth and today I'm back with, as you can see, a brand new Tonic kit. This is number 63 and it's called Delightful Daisies die set, and all the paper and card and all the beautiful things that go with it are all inside this lovely box. So we'll just open it up and see what's there. While I'm opening it up, don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd love you to do that and hit the notification bell. You can give me a little thumbs up at the end if you enjoy it, and don't forget, I really love it whenever you leave me a little message. So this is everything that's inside. We've got the Craft Perfect here with the lovely card inside, this little packet that, there would be something really nice in there, and then this is the little folder. So you get a binder this time, and then you'll have a little die set. Just pop that one back in. I've already taken the little plastic bags off these, so that's why that one fell out. But you've got a sticker as well, and I always put these on the front here, and then I know there's my Delightful Daisies. And I can pop that in there, and I'll be able to fit some more of these little folders into this binder. Now, let's have a look at the die set. This is actually the first time I have had a good look at it. I just took it out of the bag, but I didn't spend too much time looking at it so that I could actually look at it for the first on air and we could see it together. Now I just want to fold this over and I'll set it on here, and then we could probably see it better. Yes, so we've got some layering rectangles. So I'm not actually sure what these make, but having looked at it here, I think this is probably a trifold card where you would fold it over here and then this part sits over the middle. But you know, it might be something totally different, but once I cut that out I'll know what it is. Anyhow, we've got two beautiful dies here, and this one looks like it would layer onto there, and this one then will layer onto here. That's always very handy if in fact it is a shutter card or a trifold card, sorry, rather than a shutter card. This is a really handy little die because it saves you having to work this out and cut it out every time, and I will probably just put a note on this folder to let me know where that is, and I'll be using that one again and again and again, I'm sure. This beautiful big daisy on it, it's more like a sunflower, it's so big, it's beautiful. And then the outer die for it here as well, and some bits and pieces for corners to fit in around that. And then this looks like a lovely little verso die to fit inside here, so you could use that on its own or you could use it with this. And then this looks like that would fit in there as well. There's the die, the stamp set as well. Isn't that really cute? So that says hello friend and thanks a bunch. Really, really lovely warm autumn colours. Well, I call them autumn colours. Of course they can be used at any time of the year, but that's the kind of feel to it here. So there quite a few of them are the classic card, and we have chocolate brown, clementine orange, amber yellow, fern green, and then marigold yellow. Isn't that a beautiful combination? Then the next ones we have are, this one is a pearlescent card, so it is majestic gold, that's that one. The next one then is seafoam green holographic mirror card. Look at that, isn't that just beautiful? And this has got to be one of my favourite cards here, the majestic gold, sorry, the gold dust glitter card. I did know the name, I just got carried away when I was looking back at this one. That's really, really lovely. That is really, really beautiful in small accents as well. But these colours go so well with that daisy looking set of dies that I really think it's reminds me of definitely of sunflowers, and I'll be looking forward to making something with that to resemble some sunflowers. Now, this little packet is always very exciting. Oh yes, so these are beautiful inks that go along with the papers there, and we've got soft suede, that's beautiful, pistachio green and amber ochre. Those are really lovely, they're from the Woodland Walk trend. Then we have some really lovely baker's twine. There's 25 meters on there, and that is marigold yellow as well, and that will just be beautiful with those. This is amazing glue, really, really fantastic. Deluxe adhesive. I use this all the time, as you can probably tell. And then there are also little precision nozzles that you can buy from the site that you can add to this. Even though that's quite a fine nozzle itself, you can actually buy precision nozzles to add on to the top of that. If I've got mine here, I'll just show you. And that makes it even finer. Really, really fine little tip. Anyway, not going to fiddle with that right now. So we have some beautiful glitter drops as well, and these are called chocolate fondue. That is really lovely. But this here really, really tickled me. I love these little precision brushes, and that's a really, really dinky little one for getting your inks and things all into the lovely little pieces of anywhere that you need it, on a die cut or on a stencil or whatever. It's so, so fine. It's really, really lovely. And then we've got a golden honey glitter marker. I actually should just show you this. I think I've already got one of these, but I just want to show you. That's white whenever you get it new. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm going to get my die cutting machine out, get all this stuff gathered together, and I'll be right back. So I've gone ahead and cut lots of pieces out, and I'm just going to assemble them now. So we've cut two of the main dies, so that's the same die cut twice, and then I have folded it back where the score lines are. So fold it back like this on both of them, and then this will be the back of the card. You'll glue these both together, and these two panels then will be on the front. So before you join it together, you must make sure that you've got the front two panels aligned. But what I'm actually going to do is make a little pocket card with mine, because I think whenever this card would open and it would be sitting up, if you can imagine that sort of sitting, these two front pieces would open out and then you would see the inside. And I like to keep whatever's written in the card not visible from the outside whenever the card's standing up. So I'll go ahead first of all and show you how to sort the first bit of this out, and then before I glue these two panels together, I'm going to make pockets on the back and on the inside of it. But that's the sort of configuration you're looking for there, where you fold these two pieces back, make sure they're perfectly aligned, and then you'll glue the whole thing together and you'll have your card which you can decorate. But I've taken the beautiful, what I think is a sunflower die, so that's this one, and it doesn't cut out across this bottom edge, so it's got this verso edge on it here, verso edge on it here, and the cutting edge on here. And there are two little points here, you can see that, from here to here, and you just cut directly across there and you'll get this shape, which you can just remove from your card. Then there's also this die, and I've cut that out in the darker colour, and I'm going to glue that directly on top of that and give that a lovely backing there. So I have already done that with one of them, and I'll go ahead and do it with the other, and then we'll glue them onto here. And then I've taken this little die in the glitter card and this one in the brown, and I've layered those on top of each other, and I'm just going to glue one side of that onto here, and then the other side will just come open. And actually the best way to do that is to put the glue on here, and that way you'll know you haven't got it in the wrong place, because you don't want any glue on this one on this side at all. And that will then go together like that. For the front panels then, these pieces that are in behind the semicircles, I have taken the beautiful rectangle die with the little pinhole edge on it, and I wanted to do a kind of faux embossing on there and add some of these beautiful little flowers. So that's the little flower die, and I've cut that out 5 times, and you can see the other panel that I've already done here. So I've actually, you see just the lovely kind of faux embossing effect on that. So I've glued those flowers on and then sort of randomly over the edges as well, and snipped the edges off and used the lovely glitter marker to center the flowers there. And then I'm going to glue that on here, and I'll do exactly the same thing here. Now I'm not actually going to glue this down, so I wanted to be sure there was something in behind that as well. I thought I'd use some of the beautiful paper from the Harvest Moon 6x6 pad. That goes really, really beautifully with that. And there's also a Woodland Walk one there as well that would have done. There's some beautiful paper in there too, but I just really, really love this one and think it goes beautifully with that. So I have taken this large rectangle die with the little pinhole edge on it, and still you can see I haven't actually added this together yet. So I've marked the halfway mark there, and that should be right out to the edge, but anyhow I have marked it on here as well, and I'm going to glue that on there. Then I'm going to move this one directly over like this, and you can see that I've got the halfway mark, and I have the halfway mark on that one and also on that one. And I'll glue these together and then I'll come back and show you why I've done that. So now I've taken this little circle die, and that's the one that I cut the glitter card out with for here, and I've marked the 4 quarters on that, but if you can sort of work that out in your head without marking it, that's fine. But I thought just to keep it definitely sure for me, I'm going to put little marks on it. So where I have the halfway mark on my card here, I'm just going to line those up with it. It actually doesn't need to be just as perfect as this, because you can see in a minute or two that I'm actually going to put a little decorative piece on it, but I'm going to tape that down there, run that through my die cutting machine, and then I'm going to do exactly the same thing there, and I'll be back in a minute. Remember when you're putting this through your die cutting machine to just run the machine over that part and keep this out flat while you're doing that, because you don't want to damage that. Otherwise you could actually do this part first and then add that detail on afterwards, but I like to make sure that everything's straight and all aligned when I do that. So this then is the piece that's going to go on here, so you can see where this looks now, and I've got a little piece on the back and a little piece on the inside, but I want to go ahead and decorate this first before I glue that together. So I have taken that lovely rectangle die again. I really like that one with the little pinhole edge on it, and I'm going to glue that down there, and then I have stamped out Hello Friend, and I have removed that with the circle from the white card, and then I have used the lovely outer edge on it there, the little die, there it is, and I've cut the glitter card with that, and I'm going to put that on there. Then I'll show you how I'm going to do this, and I'll assemble all that together. So I've taken this die again, and I've also taken the plain circle that fits inside there, and these circles are disappearing on me. Ah, there it is. So it's this one. I've cut this out first. Now you can see those don't fit exactly together as they're going through the die cutting machine, so you must cut one and then cut the other, and I've done that in the chocolate brown card. So I've cut it out in this, and then I've put this into the centre, and this has given me this piece. Now because I had used the half of the circle, I know that half of a circle is going to fit here, and that will just tidy that up and make that look really, really nice. And I'm going to glue that on there, cut this piece off, and then glue it on here, and I'll have a lovely little edging for both of those. So now you can see that's all aligned and everything's nice and colourful. It looks lovely when the card's opened as well, and even when it's sitting up, and you can see this. So I want to go ahead now and attach these. So what you don't want to do is add glue along all of these pieces, or you'll not be able to put the tags in and out of there. So I'm going to glue this on the top and the bottom, and most importantly I'm going to make sure that this is lined up first of all, and then I can glue that down. I used the pearlescent card and the amber, I think that's the amber one anyway, together, and made myself little tags. So they are 7.5 across this way by 9.5, and those will fit in there. And I think it's pretty obvious to whoever would open that card that this will have something in there. So you'll write whatever you want in there, and then that means that the card, you'll not be able to see it whenever the card's standing up. And then if you were wanting to send another message or a little gift token or something, that one will go in there as well. Now I want to add some of these beautiful glitter drops. I think at the beginning of the video I really needed to give these a bit of a shake to mix the glue and the glitter up together, and you didn't see just how nice they look. So a little bit out on a piece of card just to make sure there are no air bubbles, and then I think I don't want to add too much, but I'm going to put it just around the circle here. And then we'll wait until that dries, and that will look really, really lovely and glittery. I thought I'd try something a little bit different this time with it, so I've cut out the two pieces yet again, but I've cut them out in brown this time, and you can see here that I've actually taken, I'll set it beside here so you can see. So this is the actual score line here that is in the die itself, and then I've gone in 0.5 centimetre from that and made another score line, and then on the one that I haven't done that on, I've taken, oops, move it up a bit, I've taken that 0.5 centimetre off here, so this one is 0.5 centimetre shorter, and this one has a score line at 0.5 centimetre in from there as well. So we've now got a little channel across there. And you can also see that on this one with that little channel, I've gone ahead and glued a little magnet in to the inside of it, and now I'm just going to glue that part over. So that is going to become a little pocket. And I've taken this die, this is from the Loaded Pockets Rosette die set, and I've cut that out in brown card. But if you don't have that die, you just need to cut a piece of card measuring 7 centimetres by 5 and score it at every 1 centimetre and fold it up and down in mountain and valley type fold. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue in here. Now, you don't necessarily need to do this, but it's really just to hold the bottom of that together. I'll do the same with the other one in a moment, but then I'm going to take this piece, you can see it just like that, and I'm going to glue this and this in here, and then this little part will sit inside that 1 centimetre channel there. So I'm going to put glue down here and down here and set that in there in that channel, and that will fit right in there. And now I've used this little rectangle die again with the glitter card, and I'm going to glue a lovely glitter panel onto the front of this. Just finding it difficult to show you how it works. Yeah, you can see it there, I think. The brown card doesn't show it off as well as I would like, but maybe if I put that in behind you can actually see properly what it looks like now. So we've got a little accordion folding, opening and closing pocket. Now I'm going to take this other piece and glue that onto the back, and the reason why that is shorter then is to accommodate this little channel along the bottom. So I'm going to glue that on next. And then I've taken this die again, the large die that cut the whole thing out, and I actually only set the card into here so that I didn't waste any card. And I've got this panel and I'm going to glue that on there, but I've got the other part of the little magnet here, and I want to just be the other side of the little magnet that's in here, and if I drop that on there it's going to stay exactly where I need it. I'm then going to glue it so that it attaches itself on here. There's actually some adhesive in the little pack here, so I'll use this. Pop that on there, and then I can fold that over, and that has now attached itself to the right place there, and I want to cover that up by putting this on here. I've also gone ahead and I've made myself these beautiful glittered flowers this time, and I'm going to glue that directly on there and just make sure that it all lines up perfectly. Then I have taken the little brown circle that came out of the inside of the double circle die that I cut earlier on. You can see the double circle on this one, and the inner piece is what I'm going to put on here. And then I have taken these two dies together on the seafoam green, and I've cut them out 4 times, and they are going to go on here with this little flat piece going towards the centre on each side. And I'll glue all that together, and I think that's going to be really lovely. It all glued together, and then I put some of the beautiful glitter drops in the centre, but as you can see they haven't dried yet. Now on the inside, I reckon you could actually just keep that sort of loose as it is and then put something with dimension into it, but if you wanted to put little dividers in, that rectangle die is absolutely perfect for that. So I've cut them in the amber card again. I think I've actually slotted that in the wrong place, but you can put them in there and they'll slot in between the little folds on the card there, and you can keep your things, whatever you're putting in, you can keep them divided. But you don't necessarily have to do that, and I actually think if I was going to do that for myself I would have kept them in the same colour as the card, but I've put them in that amber so that you can see them, because I don't know that the brown is showing that up just as well as it looks in real life. So there it is, and it closes and stays closed because of the little magnet in there, and I really like that. Now I haven't used this. I was going to use it, but I haven't. I think you could put that on some of the tags or different things inside it there, but you've got lots of that still to play with, and definitely you have lots of scope inside that kit to make loads of other things. And as well, you could also, I keep saying this at the end of my videos, but don't forget that once you've used up the card and stuff that comes in that kit, those dies would be really beautiful used with different colours. So if you can just imagine that being sort of pinks and greens together, that would be absolutely beautiful. Or lilac and pale blue together, or turquoise, yeah, anything that you like actually. So I hope you've enjoyed that. There's the first one, and as I said when I was making that one, you could certainly go ahead and just make this into a simple card and not make the pockets in it, but I thought I'd just go a little further with that and show you how to do that. And I'm really pleased with the way they both turned out. Now you will notice that this pocket that's in between these two actually houses both of the tags. So the one that's going in from this side and the one that's going in from this side both actually end up in the one pocket, but there's plenty of room for both. Oh, I loved it, and I hope you did too. So thanks very, very much for watching. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed it, to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget also, if you haven't already subscribed, to do that and hit the notification bell, and you'll see lots more of these videos as they come up. I'd really love it if you'd leave me a little comment too and let me know what you think. My links to all of everything that I've used will be down below in the description. They're affiliate links, so I will get a little commission from it, but it won't cost you anything extra, and I really appreciate everybody who uses those. So until next time, happy crafting. Bye! One little edit, as I really thought I had to use some of this. It was so nice. This card doesn't need this at all to close it, but I just thought it was a nice little extra. So I've cut a length of the baker's twine, I've wrapped it around there, and I'm going to tie it in a little bow and leave the strings hanging. And that way it looks nice and tidy, and then you can just do this, take it off and open it.